Hello, everyone, and welcome to my humble residence here in Potomac, Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, I am happy to present my new book titled One of the Most Illustrious Men Ever. The book is written in both French and English. It is the first part of a series chronicling my life journey. This book highlights my transformation from a young boy in Yaoundé, Cameroon, to becoming a renowned economist on the global stage. The book captures the essence of my resilience, integrity, and my steadfast commitment to justice and equality. The book, one of the most illustrious men ever, is much more than a traditional biography of Placide Ayissi Etoh. While it does chronicle the remarkable journey of an individual who rose from humble beginnings in Yaoundé, Cameroon, to become a globally recognized economist, it also delves into broader social and cultural issues that resonate in contemporary society. Throughout the narrative, Placide provides insightful analysis on subjects that have far-reaching implications, particularly in Western nations. One of the central themes explored in the book is racism, a subject that continues to shape global interactions and dynamics. Placide examines the systemic and pervasive nature of racism, providing readers with a deeper understanding of its impact on both individuals and communities. His reflection serves as a critical examination of how racial inequality is ingrained in many aspects of society, from education and employment to social perception and justice. Additionally, the book tackles the concept of white privilege, shedding light on the advantages afforded to people based on their race, often without their awareness or acknowledgement. Placide emphasizes how this privilege shapes power structures and perpetuates inequality, while urging readers to become more mindful of the subtle ways privilege manifests in everyday life. His approach encourages introspection and calls for empathy, hoping to inspire readers to address these societal challenges with greater understanding and fairness. Generosity and empathy between humans are also prominent themes in the book. Placide highlights the importance of kindness and compassion in building stronger, more united communities. Through his own life experiences, he demonstrates how these values can be transformative both on a personal level and in the larger context of social justice. His life is a testament to the power of reaching out to others, offering support, and standing up for what is right, regardless of personal gain. Beyond these social issues, the book draws important lessons about what it means to achieve greatness. Placide asserts that true greatness is not about wealth or fame, but rather about service to others and staying true to one's core values. He emphasizes that the real success is measured by the positive impact we have on the lives of those around us and by the integrity with which we approach every challenge. Through his own story, he provides an inspiring blueprint to those who seek to make a meaningful difference in the world. Ultimately, one of the most illustrious men ever served as both a personal reflection and a call to action, urging readers to reflect on their own values and the ways they can contribute to a more just, empathetic, and equitable world. There is a counterpoint to Placide's definition. As for many, greatness is defined by power, wealth, and influence. Indeed, the world remembers some figures not just for their values, but for the immense impact they had on society, which was made possible through their ability to amass power and resources. In the grand scheme of history, it is those who accumulate wealth and influence who shape the world. Wealth and power provide the means to create lasting change on global scale. Additionally, greatness is often a matter of perception. Society tends to celebrate those who achieve extraordinary success in their fields, whether it be in business, politics, science, or entertainment. Individuals whose ambition have redefined industry and whose influence stretches across nations. Their ability to take risks, innovate, and dominate markets has made them iconic. Their success measured in financial and societal impact cannot be dismissed simply because their primary goal was not direct service to others. Moreover, integrity does not always correlate with success. History is filled with powerful leaders and innovators who operated with ruthless pragmatism rather than strict moral codes. Many of the world's most celebrated figures, from emperors to tech moguls, made tough, even controversial decisions to reach their position of influence. Ultimately, greatness is about leaving an indelible mark on history. From that point of view, that often requires power, wealth, and influence. Those who shape the future, who build vast enterprises, and who lead nations to prosperity are those one history remembers. Placide responds to those arguments by the three measures of greatness. While Placide acknowledges the argument that powers, wealth, and influence contribute to a personal historical legacy, he strongly disagrees that they are the ultimate measures of greatness. If history remembers a person for their ability to accumulate power or wealth, but their impact is tainted by self interest, ambition, and disregard for others, can they truly be called great? Placide believes not. Leaders who shaped history through conquest and political ambition, but left behind a legacy of war, destruction, and fleeting empires are not great. Their names are remembered, yes, but do they inspire the kind of greatness that makes the world a better place? True greatness is not about how much one takes from the world, but about how much one gives back to it. Placide does not deny that wealth and power can be used for good. Philanthropists, innovators, and visionaries have indeed shaped the world. But what separates those who are truly great from those who are merely successful is the purpose behind their actions. There are figures who had successful influence, but wielded it in the service of humanity. Their greatness came not from their power, but from their unwavering commitment to the well being of others. Placide, for Placide, morality is not separate from success. Many powerful figures throughout history have achieved success through ruthless means. But is that the kind of greatness we should aspire to? Greatness that is built on greed, exploitation, or the suffering of others is not true greatness at all. It's merely domination. If one rises to the top at the expense of others, the legacy will eventually crumble under the weight of its own flaws. Even though societies celebrate those who achieve extraordinary success, but let us not confuse fame with greatness. Celebrities, billionaires, and rulers may be widely recognized, but recognition does not equal true impact. The world has known many rich and powerful individuals whose legacy have faded because they did not contribute to the betterment of humanity. In contrast, those who serve others, who live with integrity, and who stay true to their core values, leave an indelible mark not just in the history books, but in the hearts of those who they touch. That is a legacy that cannot be erased. So, while wealth, power, and influence can amplify the person rich, they do not define greatness. Greatness is about the impact we have on others, the principles we uphold, and the way we choose to use whatever power we possess. It is not about how much we can gain, but how much we can give. I'll now read you the preface of the book verbatim in English for this video. Let's dive straight into it. Preface. The story of humanity is often told through the life of its great individuals, those who, through courage, intellect, and an unwavering commitment to their ideals, transcend the constraints of time, place, and circumstance. The arc of history bends toward justice and progress, but it does so only through the tireless efforts of individuals who dare to challenge the status quo, reimagine the possibilities, and reshape the course of human events. Among these rare figures stand Placide Ayissi, one of the most illustrious men to have ever graced the global stage. His life is a luminous testament to the power of perseverance, faith, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Placide Ayissi Etoh's life has been a masterclass in resilience, brilliance, and unwavering dedication to humanity. He's not just an economist or a scholar, but a force of nature whose journey from the street of Yaoundé to the corridor of global power have left an indelible mark on the world. Placide Ayissi Etoh's story is more than a biography. It is a living testament to what can be achieved through integrity, faith, and an enduring commitment to justice. Born in the vibrant heart of Yaoundé, Cameroon, Placide's journey began in humble surroundings, yet his aspirations soared far beyond the limits of his environment. Guided by an enduring faith in God and an unshakable belief in the dignity of all human beings, he embarked on a remarkable odyssey across continents and disciplines. From a young age, he understood the value of education and the transformative power of perseverance, overcoming the challenge, financial, and social constraints that often define life in sub-Saharan Africa. Placide embarked on a journey that would take him across continents, from Cameroon to Belgium, France, and the United States. Each step in his journey is a story in itself, a chapter in a life that embodies hope, determination, and an unwavering pursuit of excellence. From the streets of Yaoundé to the hallowed halls of University de Bruxelles, and from Sciences Po Paris to Georgetown University, Placid Life is a story of relentless intellectual pursuit. His extraordinary rise from a young student struggling to afford his freshman tuition at the University de Bruxelles to earning not one, but two doctoral degrees in economics from Sciences Po Paris and Georgetown University, Placid's academic journey is a testament to his extraordinary intellect and discipline. It's a testament to his astonishing willpower and unyielding dedication to excellence. But his story does not stop there. Placid's brilliance was matched only by his humility and grace. As economic advisor to the executive director at the International Monetary Fund, IMF, in Washington, D.C., he redefined what it meant to lead with purpose. His impact was not confined to the lofty realms of economic policy. He extended to the very culture and practices of the IMF. Placid's most significant contribution to the IMF lies in his transformative approach to presenting IMF grace documents at the executive board. These critical reports, which serve as the foundation for the IMF's policy recommendations, were often dense and inaccessible. Placide, with his unparalleled clarity of thought and writing, revolutionized the way these documents were crafted. Recognizing the need for precision and engagement, he developed a methodology that was both rigorous and accessible, making complex economic data and policy analysis understandable to decision makers and stakeholders. His approach was so impactful that the IMF adopted his writing style as the standard for executive board communication. Understanding the importance of institutionalizing his methodology at the request of the Secretary of the IMF, he created and personally delivered a course for IMF Executive Board staff. This course not only imparted his techniques, but it also emphasized the critical role of clarity, precision, and empathy in crafting policies that affect millions of lives. Placid methodology became a cornerstone of the IMF communication strategy, enhancing its ability to address global economic challenges with transparency and efficacy. His faith in God served as the foundation for his action, providing him with strength and guidance through life's trials and triumphs. For Placide, faith is not a private matter, but a driving force that compels him to act in service of others. It is this faith, coupled with his unwavering belief in the potential of humanity, that has propelled him to achieve greatness while remaining true to his values. Placide wielded his intellect and position as tools for transformative change, consistently advocating for equity and inclusion. His unwavering commitment to human dignity and equality has left an indelible mark. altering jurisprudence and reshaping institutional cultures. This belief in equality and dignity is not an abstract ideal for Placide, it is a lived principle. Throughout his career, he has fought against racial and social injustice with remarkable courage and effectiveness. His contributions to the fight against racial discrimination in the United States are particularly notable. Placide not only challenged existing norms but also changed the jurisprudence of racial discrimination, leaving behind a legacy of fairness and justice that will continue to shape society for generations. Placide's life is a study in contrast. For all his achievements, Placide remains an enigma, a man of immense stature who embodies humility and grace, famous yet discreet. He is as comfortable debating complex economic policy with world leaders as he is engaging in heartfelt conversations with ordinary individuals. Placide believes that true wealth lies in human connection and moral integrity. This explains why, despite his immense success, he has always chosen a life of simplicity, eschewing excess while embracing a lifestyle defined by elegance and sophistication. He is a man of profound sophistication, known for his impeccable style and elegance, earning him the affectionate nickname La Classe in his youth and the title the best dressed economist at the IMF. Placide is a man whose external refinement reflects the depth of his character. Placide's generosity and kindness are legendary. He has given freely of his time, resources, and wisdom, touching countless lives and inspiring hope in those who encounter him. Indeed, Placide's greatness lies not merely in his achievement, but in his humanity. He is a man whose life is also defined by an unwavering love for all people, regardless of race, religion, or gender. Placide's story is essential for humanity. His life reminds us that it is possible to transcend barriers and build bridges. Even as Placide achieved professional acclaim, he remained deeply grounded in his personal philosophy, a philosophy that defined not only his career but his life. His story is a beacon of hope, illuminating the possibility of maintaining one's integrity and values while achieving greatness. Placide's values are evident in every aspect of his life, whether mentoring young economists, advocating for racial equality, or simply showing kindness to those around him. Placide embodies the virtues he holds dear. An era often defined by division, despair, and materialism, Placide's life offers a powerful counter-narrative that greatness is not about amassing wealth or power, but about serving others, upholding one principle, and striving for a better world. For him, greatness is not measured by one's bank account or worldly possessions, but by integrity, character, and the way one treats others. Placide shows us that greatness lies not in personal gain, but in the service of others and the betterment of society as a whole. Just a biography. It is a celebration of a life lived with purpose, passion, and principle. It invites readers to journey alongside Placide Ayissi Etoh, witnessing the challenges he's overcome, the victories he achieved, and the life he transformed. From Cameroon to Belgium, from France to the United States, his story is a narrative of resilience and triumph, of breaking barriers and building legacies. Placide Ayissi Etoh is not merely an economist, a scholar, or an advocate. He is a symbol of what humanity can achieve when guided by unwavering faith and an unshakable commitment to justice. His life is a mirror reflecting the best of us, and his legacy is a challenge to us all to live with purpose, to fight for what is right, and to leave the world better than we found it. This book seeks to honor Placide not only for what he accomplished, but for who he is. His life reminds us that the path to greatness is not always easy, but it's always worth it. It is a tribute to a life that has inspired and will continue to inspire countless individuals across the globe. As you read this book, may you find inspiration in his story, strength in his example, and hope because Placide Ayisito's story is a reminder that integrity, kindness, and faith can move mountains and change the world. As you turn these pages, you will come to know a man who is as multifaceted as he is exceptional. You will witness his struggle, his triumph, and his unwavering commitment to his value. You will see how a young boy from Cameroon grew to become a man who shaped the world, not through force or power, but through intellect, compassion, and an unyielding belief in the potential of humanity. Placide Ayissi is, indeed, one of the most illustrious men who ever lived. And his story, this story, is one that will resonate for generations to come. You can find the book on Amazon in all markets, titled One of the Most Illustrious Men Ever, author Placide M. Ayissi Etoh. I invite you to get your copy and enjoy your reading. Thank you. One of the most illustrious men ever in English, and in French, the title will be L'un des hommes les plus illustres de tous les temps. You can now find the book in every market. I will have a next video for the French speaker reading them the preface in French for their enjoyment. Thank you for your attention and good reading.